Alrighty guys, that brings us to the end of the headlines for this episode. Now, onto the bigger news, starting with sunscreen news. As the government continues to increase approvals for coal mining, and air temperatures over Antarctica have soared 35 degrees above average, bringing unseasonable warmth in the eastern states of Australia, in conditions similar to 2019, when sudden warming over Antarctica led to dry conditions in Australia, which influenced the mega fires over the black summer of 2019 to 2020. You remember those? So that's something for us to look forward to. What a good time. You should really remember those because they were so large that they could be seen from space. And people say no man-made object can be seen from space. I mean, look! Here we are, the reigning champions of getting the attention of aliens, or maybe warning them to maybe not come here because the fires are so big they can be seen from space. And fortunately, despite all of these attempts to bake Australia, we still have what I would call reliable protection from the increasingly hot sun.
Australia's sunscreen scandal is growing tonight, with more brands pulled from the shelves over SPF concerns.
Fuck! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know like if you guys have noticed. Some of you definitely haven't because you're listening to this as a podcast. But for those of you who haven't, just a little heads up for you, I am excessively white. And some of us whiteys, we struggle a little bit with the sun. Especially in this country, because I don't know if you know this, we're not really supposed to be here. We immigrated here rather than evolving here for 40,000 years alongside the environment. So you can see, I am of a complexion where even races say I'm a little bit too light, you know what I mean? And on a selfish note, I already wear sunscreen for about 6 months of the year, from October through to March, and sometimes even longer. Look, genuinely, here's a genuine thing for you. I used to work outdoors, right? And my accountant was looking for things to write off, as accountants do. And he found out where I worked, looked me up and down, and then just went, sunscreen. It's clear, right? It's quite clear that I need protection from the sun. So, I can't really do bad sunscreen. So can we get an idea of what's happening, please?
In June, consumer group Choice uncovered numerous sunscreens with SPF performance significantly below what was advertised. The worst performer, Ultraviolet's Lean Screen, which was pulled from shelves after testing revealed the 50-plus brand showed an SPF of 4. 4? 4? Honestly, it's infuriating. 4. An SPF of 4 wouldn't protect me from a hot cross bun. I live in Australia, not England. I'm not asking for much. I just want a product that doesn't turn me into the human creme brulee, because we all know that they were the worst addition to the Fantastic Four. I used to think that SPF stood for Sun Protection Factor. Turns out it stands for Sincerely Probably False. The Therapeutic Goods Administration said 21 sunscreens that share the same base formulation have been recalled, paused, or are currently under review. This is a problem, my friends. Claiming something has a specific SPF actually means something to people. It's not like claiming that food is all natural or certified organic or is artisanal. No, I need to be able to trust this claim. I don't want to discover that SPF 50 plus actually means 50-50 chance that it will actually work. Those odds are terrible and I cannot risk it. As a result of this, the Therapeutic Goods Administration advises consumers who have purchased one of the affected sunscreens may wish to consider using an alternative product until the TGA completes its review. So now, to protect the people, the government is going to have to introduce a nationwide no hat, no play policy. The enforcement will be handled by retired lifeguards with megaphones and deep emotional scars. Because if anyone knows the value of a hat in the sun, it is old lifeguards. This is going to function much like our mandatory helmet policy. There is, of course, going to be natural resistance to this form of protection. Groups such as hairdressers or the nation's stalking community, and those with like large heads who claim that they are being forced to spend more money than other people because they have to buy larger hats. And although the government mandate does have some wiggle room in its definition of a hat, opening it right up so it doesn't have to be like a store-bought hat, you know what I mean? We can have some fun with it. You know, you could wear a carved out watermelon, you could wear a chicken bucket. I know you guys love doing that. Maybe you could turn old DVD cases into a hat. I mean, you're not using them for anything else. Two taxidermy dash hounds stapled together. That would be a great hat for somebody, because, you know, they're not good for anything else. They're not real dogs. It's going to be like fashions of the field, but the field is the entire country, you know? Good fun for everyone. Just, there is one strict rule. No tinfoil hats, because in the Australian sun, they're simply going to cook the sweet, sweet brain meats inside your head, and we can't have that. For those who refuse to take part in the national no hat, no play mandate, well, sunscreen companies, they've got your back, if you still trust them, that is. Because they've launched their new SPF 1000 protection range, which comes in both microwave and refrigerator box for the gentleman who says, I have nothing to hide, but I sure still would like to. These aren't the only measures being put in place. Of course, the government will be updating the old meaning of slip, slop, slap to the new climate apocalypse version of slip, slop, slap. It's going to be slip into chemo, slop on some aloe, and slap yourself for trusting corporations. Simple. Although the nation's gingers, my people, are growing increasingly concerned and have demanded a royal commission into the sunscreen's lies, as they have been put in the most danger by this blatant misrepresentation of SPF factors. We have to just wait until nightfall so that we can actually leave the house and drop our letters of concern into the nearest letterbox. Courts will of course have to be held during the evening, or some sort of night session, so that ginger witnesses can come forth and speak on how they have had to turn into a society of untanned night dwellers, roaming gangs of large-eyed, outraged alabaster spirits forced to flitter from hiding place to hiding place, their perpetual night skin becoming so sensitive to even the moonlight that it becomes a burning presence. I mean, we just want to see the sun one more time. Is that too much to ask? Though, in the interim, to avoid further reputational damage and potential lawsuits, all sunscreen brands have updated their SPF ratings with a new warning system for dodging responsibility, which is very important for companies to do. So, of course, to abide by this new warning system, I've been asked, charged with the responsibility of bringing this new system to the people. So the lowest level of responsibility dodging is what we call the chookers. So if you see that chookers on this bottle of sunscreen, it's a fun one. It's light, it's jovial, but hey, it's up to you. It's just like good luck, you know what I mean? Chookers. If you put this on, chookers. Right, second level of responsibility, that's yeah, nah, nah, yeah, right? Which is good because it carries like a certain ambiguity as a sentence. And, you know, it could be interpreted either way. Is it will this protect me from the sun? Yeah, nah, nah, yeah. Who could say? Right, moving up a level of responsibility, if you choose to use this one, costs a little bit more money. It's called you're on your own, mate, which is admittedly a rare admission of lack of knowledge from the beauty industry, but hey, if you want to do this one, you're on your own, mate.
And of course, the final level of avoiding responsibility, you see this one on your sunscreen label, it is completely up to you. It is Buckley's chance. Yes? This level of responsibility dodging means that they won't have to answer any questions for at least a 30-year stint. Oh, and our new super high responsibility level for responsibility dodging, which if you use this one, be warned, you definitely are taking all of the risk, okay? I cannot stress this enough. The final level of responsibility dodging, it's sort of like the extreme chilies, you know, on the high end of the Scoville rating. Like if you imbue one of those, that's on you. You've done it. So this level of responsibility is fucked if I know, which is also the name of the new national sunscreen brand.